Hi guys, welcome back to Frenchies Bakery. Today we are going to be making a red velvet cake. I am very excited for this, not only because Valentine's Day is right around the corner and it's red, but because it tastes so amazing. It's actually one of my favorite flavors along with the cream cheese frosting. Oh, it's so good. I actually have to lick the bowl after I make the icing, but I mean, who doesn't though? I also am excited to make this because I have so much cream cheese in my fridge and I don't know why, and it's eventually going to go bad, so I'm getting rid of it today. So as you can tell, I'm very excited to share with you guys, and I hope that you can make it for Valentine's Day because I think it's going to be a really awesome cake. So I have all my ingredients behind me to make the red velvet cake. So I'm going to bring the camera over here and we'll start mixing it together and baking it. So in this bowl right here, I have my flour, cocoa powder, and salt. You're going to need 2.5 cups of cake flour or all-purpose flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa powder. And I'm just going to whisk this together to get rid of any of the lumps. Cocoa powder usually has a lot of lumps in it, so just whisk it together. You can sift it too if you prefer, doesn't really matter. So I just gave that a good whisk. So we're just gonna start mixing the butter, the sugar, and everything else together to make this gorgeous red batter. Once that's all creamed together, we're gonna scrape down the bowl and then add in the sugar. I have a little snowman spatula here because it is snowing like crazy outside, so I thought that this was the perfect spatula to use today. So I'm gonna scrape down the bowl, and then we will add in our sugar, and then we will mix that around for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's light and fluffy. Pretty sure I forgot to mention this, it is 1.5 cups of granulated sugar that I added in with the butter. Alright, I'm gonna scrape down the bowl. We're gonna add in our 2 eggs and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you're going to add in the eggs one by one, incorporating it completely, and then scraping down the bowl in between each egg. Alright, now you are going to get your 1 cup of buttermilk and add a few drops of red food coloring. You can use whatever you prefer, whichever brand. I do recommend that you use gel food coloring though, because a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to add in about 2 drops right now and see where that takes us. And then you're just going to whisk it together. It's still a little pink, so I'm probably going to do 1 more drop. Now we're going to put in a little bit of our flour mixture and then put in a little bit of our milk mixture, a little bit more of our flour mixture, and then a little bit more of our milk mixture until it's all gone. So just keep alternating them. And we're going to put in the flour mixture first. So I'm going to put in about 1 cup and then start mixing that on low. And then we're going to add in a little bit of our buttermilk mixture. For the last and final step, we are going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. You can also do distilled white vinegar. So you're going to add them together very quickly and then put them in the mixture and mix it on low just for a little bit. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but it fizzes up. You can hear it, that's for sure. Pour it in and then mix it around. Now we're going to divide this batter into our 2 9-inch pans. You can either butter them and line them with parchment or just spray them. I just spray them, it works good enough for me. So let's go put this in our 9-inch pans. Alright, so I have my 2 pans here, and I'm just going to eyeball it and then just spread them out evenly. So I have them evened out as best I could do. Now I'm going to pop them into my 350 oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Alright, so while the cakes are baking, we are actually going to do our decorations. I melted some candy melts in the microwave real quick. They're red. You can do red and pink. I think that would be really cute, but I did not have pink on hand. And then you will need a cookie sheet lined with wax paper and some clean hands. And you're actually going to draw little hearts with your index finger. So I'm actually going to just dunk my finger in and then just do 2 little swishes and it will make a heart. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys. So I have my melted candy melts here. And I'm just going to do exactly what I said and just drag it down. So I'm going to finish this up while the cake's finished baking. I'm going to do however many I think I need to do, so you guys can do the same. Just eyeball it, guesstimate it, and then I'm going to let the cakes cool, and while they're cooling, we will make the best part, the cream cheese frosting. I cannot wait. So I will see you guys when we are doing the cream cheese frosting. All right, now we're going to do the cream cheese frosting. This is super, super easy to make, and it is so amazing. So you guys are really gonna like this, I think. You're just gonna need a half a cup of butter, which is just 1 stick, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and then 3 to 4 cups of powdered sugar. You can just look at the consistency, eyeball it, and then 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. So I already have my cream cheese and butter in here. We're just gonna mix them together until they become creamy and light. You do wanna make sure that your cream cheese is at room temperature, because if it is not, you are going to need to cream that for a really, really, really long time to get all of the lumps and bumps out of it, but mine has been sitting out since we started this cake, so it is creaming very good. So you want it to be nice and smooth, just like that. You don't want it to become so soft that it's soupy. This is actually like the perfect consistency. It's super light. You can run your spatula through kind of like butter. So we're going to add in our powdered sugar now. I already added in the vanilla extract whenever I was whipping it. All we have to do is powdered sugar now. So I'm gonna add in a cup at a time and then incorporate it completely. All right, so now that our icing is completely finished, we are going to get our cake layers on the table, start to ice them, and then decorate it, and the cake will be finished. So let's get started on icing the cake. I cut each of my 9-inch cakes in half, so there's going to be 4 layers. I'm gonna fill in between each layer with some cream cheese frosting and then cover the outside, and then we will get to the decorations. Alright, so once our crumb coat is finished, we're gonna pop it in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna put on the final layer, and then the decorations, and then we can eat it. Alright, so I completely iced my cake. Now I'm going to be putting the red chocolate hearts on. So I'm just gonna place them around randomly. I don't really have a set design. I'm kinda just gonna go with it. And you guys can go with whatever design you prefer. It really doesn't matter. I think all that matters is the taste and the fact that there's hearts on it for Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna get started on placing my hearts around it. Alright everyone, so this is the finished result. It is really cute. It's just like simple, you know, and it's going to taste amazing. And I want you guys to tag me in pictures, as always, if you make this cake or any of my other cakes or anything else that I make. Like, if you use pink and red hearts, I would love to see that. I wish I would have had pink. I could have ran to the store, but with this storm, I just decided to use red, which I think is perfectly fine. But if you do use pink and red, I would love to see it. Even just pink, I would love to see that too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so, so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing Valentine's Day, or anti-Valentine's Day, because I know that is very popular. But you could make this cake and just eat it because it's amazing. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, everyone.